Mega Drives.
Yeah, KingRoBo has actually been showing up recently, getting, I believe, 3rd or 4th at the most recent Mega Drive that had even some PR players in it.
Yeah. Of course, though, KingRoBo upsetting Sled in the first round to get here. It was no easy feat, but we're seeing the Diddy come out from JoJ. They're not particularly sure about this matchup. I imagine it's just this is canon. I'd imagine it's just the monkey bullying K-Rool with better aerials.
Yeah, Banana will probably play a really big factor as always with any matchup with Diddy Kong.
Yeah, such a crucial part of his gameplay. We're gonna see the Z drops. There it is, preventing a follow-up. Down throw, down air.
On him. Yeah.
Everybody gets hit by it if you don't know it.
Yeah, but nonetheless, it worked out and gave JoJ the first stock lead of the set.
Yeah, and a really hefty lead as well. Especially with how once again JoJ can't get those early kills off his spikes. K-Rool is what, the 3rd, 2nd heaviest character in this game?
I believe the 2nd heaviest.
A strong big lead is good, especially with Diddy being on the lighter side of characters. If KingRoBo can should most of the time, in a vacuum, get earlier kills than K-Rool, earlier kills than Diddy.
Yeah.
But just air tilting him, down tilting him across the stage into the raw back air. Not sure what KingRoBo could have done, if anything, to get out of that, but
yeah, probably not.
Probably just it's giving JoJ such a big crucial lead here.
Yeah, and 3 stocks to 1. Diddy, K-Rool, things are not looking good for KingRoBo. Yeah, off stage 100% on. And the Z drop to ledge trapping is also another big thing that you need to think about for Diddy Kong.
Getting the banana back. Ooh, not being able to follow up due to the fact that KingRoBo just falling onto the ledge rather than staying on stage.
Yeah, but that crown will also be playing a pretty big factor, saying that there is super armor, and it also is a really big part of your gameplay as well.
The fast mash coming out from JoJ, looking to get an edge guard there, and just getting the banana in that smash classic.
Yeah, really clean 3 stock coming from JoJ right there. There wasn't anything that KingRoBo could do there, so there will be a necessary change in game plan for KingRoBo if he wants to even have a chance to win the set. So the PS2 just wasn't working out. JoJ was able to control neutral in every single interaction, getting the down throw to down air, all the banana combos that he was able to get. I wouldn't even be surprised if we saw a character switch coming from KingRoBo. And yeah, should be getting into the next game real soon here. No character switch. Surprising.
Yeah, I mean, not sure how many secondaries.
Yeah. Running into Smashville this time, I can see how this would benefit K-Rool. Saying that crown does cover a vast majority of that stage.
And another thing to mention about this is that this could definitely help with edgeguard due to the platform. Could help. Granted, though, with K-Rool's a little bit slower speed, you're not able to cover as much if, say, just a normal neutral getup. But it showed the platform. He can just do that and control the stage with it. Although we're seeing here with the fast mobility that Diddy Kong, with the mobility that Diddy Kong has, with the armor there, saving him from getting hit by the banana. But Z-Job, nothing, no follow up there. Just absorbing it with the side B armor. But getting swallowed up. And that seems to be the stock. But yeah, the smaller stage is definitely helping out. It's a bit easier for bit easier for control, but that's gonna take it.
Already though, things are looking a lot better than last game for KingRoBo. Already even at 2 stocks. So let's see how he can play around with this. Because it seems like he is getting this little bit of a download for that down throw down air, getting a solid amount of percent.
Yeah, not the stock yet. Once again, heavy character. But yeah, at this point, Jose made up for any percent difference. And it is off stage, but ooh, catching the banana. Okay, sure. Making it back to stage, not having to. That is the side B at ledge is a good armor tool to avoid that banana at ledge. And yeah, Jose was almost 100% behind, but it's capable with rage. If you can't get the stock, that's gonna be a huge problem. Especially, yeah, that up air is gonna again the double up air.
Heavies with rage is the scariest thing that you really don't want to be up against on Wi-Fi, especially. Until up smash not even killing at that percent 150. Getting these specials on him.
Not sure if there was an actual legitimate follow-up, because I've seen up throw up air, but never as like a legitimate use. But going high, ooh,
Yeah.
up smash gonna take it.
I do know that up throw with K-Rool does around 20%, so that is a good way to rack up some percent slowly.
Yeah, and again, point. Oop, is he gonna hit it? Okay, he DI'd out. Thank God.
Yeah. Ledge drops. KingRoBo is doing a lot better at ledge than last game. It seems like they're finally starting to adapt and keeping a really close and tight game here. Get the grab, back throw.
Oh, that's gonna take it. And looks like, yeah, people don't know, back throw is super strong on K-Rool. If you're not ready for it, as we saw there was no kill screen. It was probably because once again, probably because it wasn't supposed to kill. It was probably just a DI check, honestly.
Yeah, that back throw is really strong though. One of the strongest in the game, I would even say.
I'd argue, yeah, with terms of base knockback, it's already pretty decently strong and has a pretty high knockback growth. So I'd agree with that. Although I don't imagine, I think typically Jose lost early stocks because of just small mistakes. Like we saw, he wasn't acting out of anything when he got hit by the double up air. And then the first stock was just K-Rool on neutral B being big.
Yeah.
And I'd imagine there's probably definitely gonna be a stage short change, probably something bigger.
Yeah, for sure.
Wouldn't be surprised though if we see an FD pick, although not sure what the bans were.
Yeah, I actually wouldn't be surprised for the FD pick either, because K-Rool can struggle to land, and FD would not make that any easier.
Yeah, and
Running into town and city. Yeah, the big stage, like you were saying.
Generally we know that so one thing we mentioned that while this stage is big, it's not big on the sides relative to the stage. We know that once again Diddy's tend to love flatter stages. Makes it easier for them to do some combos sometimes, and especially with the loss of any infinite at this point, platforms kind of aren't necessarily a really good thing for the Diddy players.
Yeah,
But
it's a good...
yeah, and we've seen Town getting called FD2, which is true. But the mentioned the FD. Oh, that's gonna take it.
Killing again.
Yeah, and
Trying to call out jump, spot dodge, anything like that. JJ is really struggling to kill here.
yeah, once again, though, another thing with the problem with the big stage is that there is a lot of space to run around on, and with a character like Cable, Cable, you can struggle to kill, and especially once again, we know that Diddy, once again, unless he can get setups, definitely struggles to kill at times. Up smash not taken even at 164%. Cable is definitely the armor. I don't necessarily think, once again, we mentioned a big stage, but this is definitely a fine stage for Cable, as well. That was kind of my main thing about Town, is that it's another problem with big heavy characters. That's even, yeah, that was, if you don't know, of course, back air on stage is super strong, and and Jordan needs to get something started now, because if he gets lapped by a lot of percent before gets lapped, yeah, he's building up some. He's cut down the lead to about half at this point, but he really does need to get KingRoBo to a high percent, like higher than he is now, because otherwise he's doing it well though. KingRoBo has not been given many chances at this point to finish off the stock. Seeing the armor, ooh.
I would think that in this matchup, Diddy would be the kind of character that thrives off of a lead. So that's really what JJ would be looking for in this situation, a good strong lead that you can base off of a good, a really massive stage like Town.
And
just
with
run
rage.
around.
Yeah, and with rage, that is gonna take it. And we mentioned that we didn't see we saw a few times the up smashes weren't killing at like even like 165% on the first stock, mostly due to lack of rage. Honestly, falling into the cannonball. And KingRoBo has the banana. So this is honestly at this point I'd argue this is probably KingRoBo favored if he can't get anything going, which looks like JJ is just he's kind of just been stepping on the gas and not letting go.
Yeah, JJ has the momentum and he's making the most of it right now, as you can see by this entire 70% lead, 80% lead.
Yeah, and
Banana out of the picture, running away on that platform. Forward throw off stage now. That banana is always causing problems for KingRoBo.
yeah, but at ledge.
That was nearly a good call out.
Yeah, that could have been really good. JJ keeps actually gonna take. It is gonna take it. After good job though on JJ for keeping being down by a lot. It seemed like, and keeping a strong mentality to bring it back. And KingRoBo, unfortunately, making a few mistakes that dropped the game for him and ultimately the set.